What's up, guys? Coach Andrew with round 2 of my No BS new YouTube series that I'm working on here. So today's topic is going to be why age is a terrible excuse for not going to the gym. Okay, 2 big points. First point is bodies in motion stay in motion. Okay, I understand if you're a little bit older, knees hurt, back hurts, joint hurts. Getting out of bed is tough sometimes. Moving around is tough. Okay, but you also got to think about what your day-to-day consists of. Okay, most people get up, they sit all day. They sit for breakfast, they get in the car, they sit on the drive to work. They get to work, they sit for 8 hours a day. They get back in their car, they drive home to sit on the couch, eat dinner, sitting at a table, and then going to bed. Okay, there's almost no movement in there for most people. Okay, the average amount of movement an American gets in a day is about 3,000 steps, which is equal to about a half-hour movement a day. Okay, when you slow down, and that happens to a lot of people as they start to age, okay? You stop playing sports. You stop being active. You start sitting at a desk more. You start working harder. You start doing more sedentary things, and your muscles start to shut down, okay? There is such a thing in the gym world as you lose it, you move it or you lose it, okay? You're not gonna automatically lose a muscle. It's not gonna fall off your body, but you do lose access to using it, okay? And the biggest one for us that we see at the gym all the time is the posterior chain. So everything on the back side of you, your back, your butt, your hamstrings, your calves, okay? All that is very important for maintaining your body's weight, but also taking the load and the stress of the day, okay? And when your body is not able to do that because those muscles are inactive because we haven't been training them, other parts of your body that are not supposed to take that weight end up taking it, okay? And you end up getting into pain. You end up with stiff joints. You end up getting out of bed and you're tweaking your back. You end up not wanting to move at all because your body hurts so much. But it's kind of a counterintuitive point. In order not to hurt, you need to move your body, okay? Second piece of this, which is I would argue almost just as important, okay, is kind of chaining off what we did last time, or last conversation here, is that people try to go too aggressive too early, okay? If you have not been in the gym for 20 or 30 years, you should not go 7 days a week out of the gate. You should not go 4 days a week out of the gate. You should not be pushing yourself so hard to try to make up lost time. Okay, that's not how this process works. And a lot of times that leads to injury. A lot of times that leads to burnout. A lot of times that leads to feeling like, hey, I'm too old for this. I shouldn't be doing it. Okay, you need to find a place. You need to find a gym. You need to find a coach that meets you where you're at. We have everybody here. We have the youngest person we have is 12. The oldest person we've worked with is 100 years old, okay? Fitness is for everybody. We meet you where you're at. Your coach, your gym should meet you where you're at. So if you're new to the gym, you haven't been to the gym in 20, 30 plus years, or maybe not at all, okay? Start small, start with what you can do, and build on that. And what you'll notice is that gets better the longer you do it. Doesn't matter what age you are. I've seen 60-year-olds crush it. I've seen 70-year-olds crush it. I've seen 75-year-olds start with the most basic movement you can think of and then progress to a point where they feel better and they're moving around their lives better, okay? The gym is for everybody. Age is not an excuse. You just have to get off your butt. You got to get to a gym, and you just got to start small. And if you have a good coach, a good gym, and a good support system, we got your back, and you'll be rocking and rolling in no time. Have a good week.